No, to be honest, I don't even feel it's going to go to Cobble. I think they're going to come flying out the blocks, and I'll be honest. I've already put a multi-bet down. I've dropped some coins on today, and I've already gone with Chiefs, and I've already gone with Boot with the multi-bet. So I'm feeling good about those.
Early predictions coming in. Well, we do get into the knife round. You said about that 16-8 on Cobble, which Chiefs took last time. Do you reckon Mongolz could have taken much from that to analyze it and maybe turn it around if it does get that far?
There is always that element when you do lose a game. If you feel like it comes down to pistol rounds or force buys, then they've had a chance to review it, and that's probably why they've left it in there instead of taking it out and leaving, say, Inferno, because I don't think Chiefs really would have wanted to go on Inferno, if I'm honest with you, against the Mongolz. And I mean, I just feel like Ins, Tux, Alistair, that clutch yesterday, for example, was just incredible from Alistair.
Superb plays, that's for sure.
Man for man, pound for pound, I haven't seen that kind of play coming out from the Mongolz yet.
Well, we will get into it with Chiefs starting on the T side, Mongolz on the CT side. A rundown of the roster, and we'll show you guys the pings as well as we look at Mongolz side of things. NCL, Enki, Machine Gun, Zilk, Kidnapped, taking on the Chiefs of Alistair, Malta, Ins, Tux, and Pex. It's going to be a firefight. It's the best of the three. It's the semi-finals, and Chiefs looking for that grand final spots as Machine Gun's gone very aggressive early on here. Going to give some information to Malta as he ducks and jumps away. He doesn't want to face this yet, and both CTs from B pushing out. Actually, you've got 3 towards B, 2 at A. And I can see what the Mongolz are trying to do, but they've got to be careful as Pex is already on this A bomb site. Running around, he's like, it's completely clear. What's going on, guys? It looks like the Mongolz is completely going for the retake.
Smart decision there from Chiefs. As soon as they saw the 3 guys push B, they just decided to execute on A. And now it's just going to be up to Machine Gun and the guys to retake. But starting off things well.
Well, Alistair's gone down, but they've left Malta, and this will give him a chance to sneak round. It's 4 versus 5. The bomb's already down for a little while, as Zilk finds the head of Ins. That's a nice early start. They're going to sit on that bomb very early indeed here. Pex has gone down as well. No one's on the bomb just yet, and this is crazy from Malta. He doesn't know where the bomber is. He knows someone's going to be on top of it. He doesn't know how to do it. And the retake from Mongolz, very stylish and very confident to start this one off.
Well, Chiefs had all the information. 3 guys push B. They instantly execute on A. They get the bomb down. No one even got hurt from that situation. It was a little bit unlucky there, Machine Gun catching one of the back ends of Chiefs. But ultimately, just the smokes came in from the Mongolz, and it was just a really nice retake, just well thought out. And so far, so good. But I just hope to see, look, you can see across the board 4 Molotovs, 3 smokes, no, 5 smokes. So I'm expecting some sort of Tech 9 play here.
No, Mongolz picking up the first round now. Going to have to be careful, though, as they've racked up 3 M4s. And this always scares me, George, as you know, because I just worry that if they lose an M4, you lose an AK early on, especially with these Tech 9s that could come running in at them with Malta, also the UMP. This is a dangerous situation for Mongolz. Got to keep their distance, got to hold on to these weapons.
Enki needs to not get flashed up in that high position, because as soon as a Tech 9 gets in your face, that's going to be the end of story. And like you say, M4 is not really favorable. Even this hold, I'd prefer them to be further back on this anti-eco.
Yeah, they're very aggressive. They've only got 1 M4 playing at the back. Inja's looking to see if he can find someone making a mistake. The incendiary grades go out. The first kill does go in favor of Enki. Kidnap's found one as well. And that's going to give him the information at mid that is pretty clear as he gets the first kill. Alistair's found one. Alistair with a second. Is he going to do a huge bit more work here? But he does get the bomb down as well. Well, no, he doesn't, as I call that. Doesn't have the time. His teammates aren't backing him up, and that's a shame. As Pex has found one running and spraying with it, but he's got to find one more. Nice bit of damage done. We're in a 1v1, but he's only got 27 health, and Zilk going to clean that out very nicely, but a lot of economy damage done towards the CT. The M4's dropped. Now you look at the CT's money, it's not amazing, but Chiefs are going to be kicking themselves a bit there that he didn't hold and get that bomb down. Why was there no backup?
It's just Alistair managed to wrap onto the site, get the first kill, and then he was worried about one more guy pinching him, and he just should have just risked it and hoped to at least get the bomb down in that situation. You've invested so much into the round anyway. The saving grace is they did make 4 frags, and you can see there's 2 MP9s, 1 UMP on Mongolz, so even going into the first buy, if they're to lose it, it will be broke.
Kidnap's found the first kill with that MP9, and you know why he's using this, because he wants to rack up some money as he gets the second kill in there onto Tux. And he wants to build a bit of economy back up now after they took such a heavy beating early on. And this is great work. All the MP9s have done the damage so far. They've only got to find one more kill. Alistair there with the Glock in hand, and well, Zilk's going to have no problem tapping him down to death as Mongolz go 3-0 up. Now it's going to be guns in the hands of Chiefs and what they can do here. And will Alistair go for the glass cannon AWP?
Possibly the worst situation. Especially when you're Felico feeding the MP9s, just try and find the M4s in that situation and just stop the rot, really. Don't try and feed economy towards the Mongols. But like you say, first buy comes in, 5 AKs across the board, 2 Molotovs. Unusual to only see 2 Molotovs. But instantly, Silverberg on the hunt.
Ooh, and he gets punished for it as Malta runs out spraying, actually plays it quite far back towards long haul. And that's a smart decision from Malta. He's also going to go peek the angle again. But that's a nice bit of damage done early on. It's forced machine gun to come over and back kidnapped up. But that's now split up. You've got 2 in A, 2 in B. And that's exactly how you want to play it. But Malta picked up the AWP, loses his head instantly. I don't think he was expecting someone to challenge him once again. That's going to bring it into a 4v4. If they do the boost here at middle as well, he might be able to wrap round behind Tux and Ins. And that could be huge. Great position from Enki, but he gets tapped out instantly. Tux with a second as well. NCL goes down. Nice work from Ins. He gets the flank. And this is such a smart read from Chiefs here. Only Kidnap left alive. He's probably going to just try and run and get that AWP of his fallen teammate and come back and save it to live another day.
It was smart. It was really smart, to be honest, from Chiefs. They made the first frag from Zilk pushing B. I don't really know why he's opting to push B anyway. On the first buy round, you don't really know how the terrorist team are going to set up. So instantly, that's a question mark for me. But they force the rotate, so there's then going to be 2 on B. And then they just take the middle and split A and Tux. Like I said, man for man, they just, when they get those fair aim jewels, they're just hitting headshot after headshot. And it's impressive to see the whole tournament. They've been like this.
Well, Chiefs do pick up a round, and I think the disappointing thing there for Mongolz is they didn't manage to pick up or save that AWP. They just sat around at the back there. They do like to just go for these unwinnable situations at times and push out no matter what. I'd love to have that confidence.
It's just... The thing is, I always write the Mongols off whenever they got deagles, but then I always get silenced instantly afterwards because they are known to hit some incredible shots at times. But like I said, because of that situation where they was on that force buy, there was 4 men down. They were going to be broke after that first buy. So Chiefs instantly just need to get back into this round or this game, and this is the way to do it.
Yeah, well, Chiefs are managing the Mongols' economy for them by punishing them for picking up them M4s early on, and that previous round didn't go in their favor. Not even close, actually, as Chiefs look to continue this dominance. They're up against the pistols, but you can see here, Peck's checking every single angle. And this is how you have to play it when you come up against these strong pistols. Now they're walking into A. The CTs are going to try and push them out and go aggressive. Ins finds 1. His teammate does go down, but he's done the damage he needs to do. Will pick up the bomb and make his way. And nice little one-taps coming out there. And now that was just Chiefs showing their dominance, asserting it across the map.
I do like the way Ins plays. Just really nice control of all the weapons. And to be honest, the way the Chiefs play as well, just in general, their whole team play is really, really together. They're always trading out frags, and it's very hard to catch them off in situations. And again, look, their economy's completely stacked now. They've got full Molotovs, full smokes, so... And instantly, it looks like straight off the bat, we're going to be going for some sort of B hit. Very hard to stop if you're on the Mongol side. You can see only 2 smokes, and the guys with them aren't even on the B-bomb site.
Yeah, it's going to be down to what Zilk can do to force him back. He doesn't have an AWP this time. Can Machine Gun come around and back him up as soon as he starts to realize that it's going to be pushed on to B, because Zilk is all alone. The mollies come in, and luckily, he's able to avoid him coming towards him, but Ins knows exactly where he is, finds the kill, and that'll allow them comfortably into this B bomb site. NCL was pushed out there completely. Machine Gun takes the first shot, but he does miss it, goes for a second, but it's not going to get anyone. He's not going to hit a single shot, and this is instantly the CTs. They're saying, no, we don't want to do this. We need to save it up. And they're playing the smarter economy game. But if Chiefs really wanted to, they could push into this and try and cause some more damage.
Just, again, just a really smart read. You know that the Mongols are low on economy anyways, and they're going to be low on utility because of that. And there was no real answer for that full Molotov and smoke execute. Only 1 smoke was able to go down. And in that situation, when you're caught on the bomb site with no information, you can't afford to be playing that far back. And the Chiefs, okay, one of the Mongolz players, Zilk, was able to make like damage onto them, but instantly he's going to get traded out, and there's no room to even retake. And smart choice from Mongolz just to save what they've got, the AWP, but that's going to become a problem. If Chiefs can just execute wherever they want, whenever they want, then it's going to be very hard to read. And that's the problem with Cash. You need confident players, people able to hold down positions.
Well, that's why you saw as well the Molotovs that came in. Poor Zilk, he didn't know where to look, where to turn, and it forced him out of position instantly. Wasn't too much he could do there, but the right decision made by Mongolz. Save it up, come back into this. Zilk with a UMP. Still a good set of buy here with even a lot of utility saved across the board.
NCL with the FAMAS. Don't see it too often these days. Well, you do, but I still favour the UMP.
Nice work from Alistair. Doesn't need an AWP to take out Machine Gun. And that's the second time now that we've seen an AWP used by the Mongolz and nothing happen. They get completely destroyed. And they need to be taking these guys down. They need to be forcing back Chiefs. Find a way to halt their aggression. The Chiefs will now sit back, take their time, wait to see if any CTs are going to make a mistake. And you've got to have the look towards Pex here to know exactly how he's going to play it, to see how he can push through and put the pressure on at A, because he's back in that door room.
Chiefs just playing it smart. This is what I like to see. Get the first frag, take your time, don't rush into anything. And as I say that, Zilk gets his head ripped off from man from Melta, and that's just instantly going to open up the bomb site. And this is what I mean about just winning all these 1v1 duels. There's nothing really there for Mongolz.
Malta did continue to push in to see what he could do, but he does go down. And Enki's been left unchecked. Will he get killed? He finds one, but he won't be able to get any more from it. Not the best decision for him. If I was him, I would have waited a little bit longer because it wasn't being checked at all there. But only Kidnap left alive in a 3 versus 1. I don't fancy his chances, and I hope he's going to save it this time around. Maybe go back and pick up Machine Gun's AWP.
Well, when you play in this kind of situation where you're getting outpicked, and obviously the ping disadvantage, we can talk a little bit about that, but there's no real reason to challenge middle there. Like Machine Gun, he's got the AWP, but I would just play it a bit differently. Maybe do the retake, like the VP retake. You have the AWP from here, one forklift, and then maybe one on the site, kind of jump spotting the middle area. So you let Chiefs take all of this, and then you've obviously got 2 on B, but it doesn't matter because the only place they can really go is through the Z halls, and as long as you're, my lovely drawing again, as long as you're able to lock that off from the A-bomb site, then it doesn't really matter if they take mid it. What you want to do if you're Mongolz is not give away that first frag right at this moment.
And that makes sense. And at least this time we saw Kidnap take that AWP, bring it with him, give it over to Zilk. They're going to buy up on pistols as well. But Zilk, he needs to be impactful here. He needs to put down some of the Chiefs. And whoa, Machine Gun goes aggressive, gets spammed through down to 53 health. AK dinks him in the head there. The flash is going to come out as well. They're going to push into it. And that's going to be a nice and easy kill for Inns as they look for Kidnapped as well. He spots his head out. Spray is done, and instantly 2 kills for Inns. Not looking good for Mongolz. And Chiefs just looking to push further and further up their lead now. Zilk, this time around, at least hasn't had a chance to fire back. No one's come towards him yet.
Just see, again, it's just a bit disjointed. You've got Zilk with the AWP. Okay, he's on the B-bomb site, but again, you're challenging middle with the PT-50s, and Chiefs, they've just got an execute for everything. Lovely pop flashes, instant trades, and this is the thing that makes Chiefs so strong. They can play a default, they can do sets, tactics, and executes, and they do everything well, and that's the difference in this league. That's why they've gone 7-1.
Now, what I look at here, though, is Pex again. He's back at door. He's there on his own. He's done it round after round. Just don't want him to get too predictable and them start losing an early advantage because he's in the same spot. We see this happen far too much as Chiefs, they do go to face Zilk, who does have the AWP. It's his time to step up, but nothing happens as In picks up a 3rd kill. Looks to make it 4, but NCL finds one with a CZ. He's got a lot of work to do, though, ahead of him. He will be spotted out. Malta finds a nice and easy frag. Only Enki left alive, and Pex is rushing. He's playing an aggressive. He's trying to sneak around behind him, but at least he's going to be able to give his team some information. Actually, I haven't seen him up until now, as Malta seems to have the read and finds the final kill. 5-3. Chiefs, the dominance begins. The dominance has started. Mongolz need to find an answer.
That's what makes it so... We spoke about Pex in the door there. That's what makes it so hard to play that lurker role, because if you watch the Tier 1 teams like Get Right in its heyday, I say heyday, he's obviously still a world-class player, but he's very unpredictable. And even though you know he's lurking and you know he's going to be there, the timing is always perfect from him. And that's what makes it so hard. And that's why you can become very readable. Again, look, Peck's going towards the door. It is a standard hold on the default, but you just need to mix up your timings a little bit.
Well, finally, we see a big buy out of Mongolz again. Machine gun on the AWP this time. They seem a little bit unconvinced of who they want to take it. As NCL starts off well, looks for the second one. It's Pex that goes down again at the door. And NCL's playing this very aggressive. He will eat the damage as he does go down, but he lost a lot of health in the process. And this is the best chance that Mongolz has had.
Yeah, and 4v4 now for Chiefs. And I just think it's one of the situations where they just need to slow it down a little bit. They're trying to overwork their hand a little bit until actually jumps on the top of Tux there, James.
Yeah, giving him a chance to get into this 3 versus 2. Only Alistair and Malta survive, but they're the two I'd like to have up in the team, ready to make it work.
And as you say, 2v3. And man from Malta and Alistair do have a chance to go into this though. They have got AWP and AK in hand, and the bomb, and not too much time to work with though.
Reply frag comes in. Zenki did find the first kill, but straight away, Alistair's on it, and I love this. He's not going to go plant the bomb. He's looking for the kills. Tries to tag up Kidnap there, but it's not going to be enough. He's still got to do with 2 more members. He's got a molly and a flash to work with. We've seen Alistair clutch out amazing rounds before. Can he make it work already? He's killed 2. Can he make it 4? Machine Gun's going to be hunting for him, looking for him to make a mistake, looking for him to step out of position. It's all going to come down to timing as Kidnap's got up close and personal. He's very nearby and he won't miss that. Gets the kill, will get the defuse as well. And, why did he throw that incendiary grenade? Did he just want to waste a few $100? Like, we're rolling?
I believe it's because one was on the floor, but Machine Gun could have actually picked it up, so yeah. Bit of miscommunication there, but this is where we get into that dangerous situation where Machine Gun and Kidnapped are going to be rocking the double AWPs. I wonder if he will throw that over to Zilk. Yeah, he will actually throw that over to Zilkenberg. So, 2 AWPs, economy not looking too good, and the problem here is Chiefs is 1-5 on the bounce, so the Mongols need to try and win this second round in a row, otherwise they're going to be in all sorts of trouble. And Chiefs, they know that, so it looks like they're going to stop doing the default play and maybe more of an impact round.
Yeah, first time we've really seen it from Chiefs to all push towards one side, and this time around you've got Malta lurking. But look how close NCL is. He pushes through the smoke. Are they going to spot it out? He finds one, can't get a second though as Pex into Malta. Coming up huge. Alistair's also found one, and only Zilk alive. That was catastrophic as we look at NCL's body, because Auto Director loves a body shot.
Yep. Again, if there's ever a plea for Gaben to fix it, please.
Story of our lives.
Indeed. Please, Gaben.
Zilk, AWP in hand. Does he really want to waste this? Does he really want to try? And he does decide, no, this isn't the time. I don't want to do this. I don't want to try and make this work. And Chiefs will pick up another round here, and Zilk's just got to do his best to hold on to it. But he's got to be careful because Malta's coming for him. And well, Malta does go down, but he will give away Zilk's position. Give a chance for them to try and wrap round him, but will they have enough time? As Alistair continues to make a lot of noise here. Drops the flash down, but he's not going to look towards his left. And Zilk picking up 3 kills just for fun.
Zilk doing really well there to actually hold on to that AWP. Chiefs, okay, they were right to kind of chase that down. I mean, look, Peck's 15,000 in the bank. Everyone's stacked economy-wise, and as you can see across the board for Mongolz, UMP in hand, AWP, CZs, 5.7. It's a bit of a mixed bag, but not any really utility to work with. So if you're Chiefs here, all you need to do, and again, look, they're just going for this B execute because they know all they need to do is execute with full utility, and it's not going to be able to hold off. And here you go, smokes, Molotovs, flashes go in, and Zilk's in an awkward situation in checkers. He's going to find one, but then instantly gets traded out from Malta. So that's all you need to do if you're Chiefs. Now you're on the bomb site.
Yeah, nice entry for them. They may have lost one, but they've got it in. They've got themselves ready, got themselves in a good position. Alistair, see if he can bait anyone out, but they're a little bit too far back for that. As the Mongols, they're not entirely sure if they want to push into this just yet. Or are they going to pick up the kills instead? Enki sat in that smoke very dangerously. Tux is now going to know because the flash came out, but it did absolutely nothing. They didn't actually spam him back, so. Malta finds one, looks for the second. Nice shot onto him. Did he hear Enki? Yes, he did, but he's backed up by Tux anyway. Another round on the board, and Chiefs continue to stay in their dominant fashion.
And that's going to be the Mongolz. Yep, that's a good timeout call from them. Maybe wouldn't use it in just now, maybe use it on the first buy. Sometimes if you pause kind of on the eco rounds, everything you speak about going into the next buy is kind of forgotten. So that could be an issue. Or it could just be my old age. I at least struggled with that. But the Mongolz, like you say, just completely economically broken. 2K across the board. They are going to need to fully eco this one. And then you'll get potentially a full M4 buy out of it. But at this point, Chiefs can kind of just throw away rounds. I mean, look, 4K is the minimum they've got. And everyone else is above 6. So I just think that the thing is that Zilkenberg isn't getting the opening frags. And I like the way Chiefs approach the game. They know that they saved an AWP, so what do? They call a set execute. And that's one way to kind of wipe out an AWPer, because even though he gets one, you're going to swarm him, and then that's it, okay? If you run a default, however, into an AWP like that, you could actually just get caught off guard. So just smart decision-making by Chiefs. And if all goes well, they should be going 8-4. And then the best Mongolz can hope for is try and win that full M4 buy and try and take 8-7. But Chiefs just look like they're winning every duel.
But props to Mongolz for finally taking a timeout at the right time. Because how much does it happen that we look at this and we say to someone, you should really take time out here, but you don't do it. It gives you a good chance to reset what you're doing, think about the plays before you actually execute into it. Don't just keep trying the same stuff that wasn't working. Very nice shot there from NCL. Does dome the head of Ins. But it's only 1 down and 4 more to find. And they've only got USPs as Machine Gun burns alive. The mollies came raining in on him.
Yeah, like you were saying, it was a nice timeout for them. And NTL, not sure how he managed to pull off that shot. I guess Ins decided not to buy head armor, even though he's stacked with economy.
He's like, you never know. He's like, I can survive. Let's let a little bit of savings work massively.
And the Chiefs, they just need to be careful. We saw it with Greyhounds a lot. They give away a lot of force buys, and this isn't even a force buy. And how often do you see a full eco? One, ever, in CSGO. Especially
in the Asian region. That's for sure. They love to force up at all available choices here. Pex will open up the first kill. The Kidnap looks for the second as well. Malta in on one. Zilk trying to get it. Lots of damage, lots of shots. Does find one, but he's not going to make anything else happen there. It's 8-4. And Chiefs, their money is ridiculous. Their stats is up high. And Mongolz, this is their chance. They have to push back now. Otherwise, it starts to get into that really tricky situation.
And you can see it's only... Okay, they have prioritized smoke, so that's nice. Decoy, I wouldn't even bother with it. Machine gun, just keep the 50. And honestly, it's just going to be very hard for them to get back in this game. They might try to go over the top here. This would be a smart decision considering how many people want to with A main, but Chiefs again in with those trade frags.
Well, the trade is even back up into a 3v3, but this is where Chiefs have to be careful. They can't get too overconfident. They've got to play it smart. Pex again, back at squeaky door.
Well, Machine Gun, he was behind 2 guys then, and only to come out with 1 frag in that situation is bad play from him. And he doesn't seem to be playing well at all in recent times. He's just making these kind of forced decisions. And he made it a 3-on-3, and it's actually in favor of Chiefs.
Yeah, especially when it comes down to health advantages. The NCL took an absolute beating towards middle. Zilk's going to be calling for backup as he sat in the B bomb site with only a flash to help him, but Malta finds the kill. And again, this B bomb site has been absolutely abused throughout here by Chiefs. Mongolz haven't had a chance at holding it. Pex has found that kill. Malta gets the last one. A 9-4 Mongolz. They're going to... Are you going to force into this and risk it for the last round? Are you going to full save? Are you going to go pistols? Where do they go from here?
Well, the reason the B bomb site's being abused is because Zilk and all the CTs are trying to play around this area. They're trying to play too defensive for the lack of utility they've got. And that allows Chiefs to basically just, with all their utility, because Mongols are struggling for it, they can just get Molotov all of checkers and just clear it out. So if you're the Mongols, you need to try and do something a bit different. Maybe 3-man push B, like they're doing now, getting shut down. Maybe do it on a buy, though, instead. But not much you can do. This is the problem with Cash. If you go so far behind in utility and economy, it's going to make it very difficult to get back into it.
Well, Mongols try to fire back. Kidnap's found one. The best thing you can do is really hope to just take a gun with him, as the rest of Chiefs will hunt him down, and they know they don't want to allow him to take anything with him. Kidnap just, oh, very nice there. The panic shots from the P250 finds the kill onto Pex. Will he get another one here onto Inns? Not with that Tech 9 in his hands, as we see it go 10-4, and Chiefs, they're looking to close out this semi-final super fast and just say, look, we're taking our grand final spot. We know we deserve it. And you know what? We want to go all the way with this. We've proved we're dominant in the groups, and we're going to continue to do so now.
Well, indeed, and if you just look down the score, Inns 13 frags, Malta 16 again, and they're just leading the way. They're just making everything possible, and Mongols are just struggling to find an opening. Look, Chiefs coming in again with this B execute. It's very hard to stop, and Zilk, let's see how he reacts it differently this time.
Do you know what the crazy thing here as well is? Mongols picked Cash. That's what scares me. This is what makes me think, Mongols, you need to have the best T-side we have ever seen in order for them to do it.
Even to have a chance in this best of 3, they needed to pick up the first map. Going into train, I don't think they've got enough in the tank for Chiefs. And Zilk, you can see he's only got 1 smoke on that B-bomb site. The rotation needs to come in, and even with 3 guys here, it's going to be very difficult to stop.
Oh, Kidnap started off well. Takes down Malta. Machine gun onto Inns as well, as Pex does find the kill. They're managing to reply, but Zilk opening up, and that may be his first AWP kill of the game. Gets a second one as well. He's only got to find Alistair now. But Alistair in a 1v3, I don't think it's unwinnable for him, as he's looking for... Oh, NCL coming behind him. Just about gets the kill there. A bit of a sloppy spray, and Tech 9 face off, as he looks for one more. And he's jiggle peeking to make sure that someone pokes out, goes for the next shot, but Enki falls back. And he wants to bait out that shot from Zilk. He's trying everything. He's thrown his gun. He knows exactly where Zilk is and gets the headshot, but it's not going to be enough. And Mongols do find a little bit of saving grace there as they do pick up the round and make it 10-5.
I love Alice's clutch play. Like yesterday, that 1-on-4. Today, he almost pulled off that 1-on-2. But Mongols, that's actually a bit of saving grace, like you said. 5 rounds, not too bad. Win the pistol. You're within 2. Potentially, if you don't get 4 spot. Of course, I'm thinking back to 1.6 and stuff, where winning an eco is pretty much impossible.
Yeah, you would glorify God if you managed to pick up an eco round. The Deagles were your best hope back then, but Chiefs now on the CT side, and again, we see here from the B play going aggressive early on. Alistair, very nice shot as he finds 2 kills as well. Gets a third. The man we normally see with an AWP utilizing his USP in the same fashion. Headshots galore. He found 4 kills. And Mongols, mentally, they've got to be absolutely wrecked here, because that was just annihilation. Next level plays from Alistair. This man just keeps doing it and doing it. He obviously looked at the last round and said, I should have clutched that. I should have won it. So you know what? I'm going to put the hurt on him here in the pistol round.
4 guys over the top for Mongols. That's often the way you want to do it. Glock armor, try and get in the face of those USPs. But Alistair just decided to reface and just hit all of his shots. And what can you do? Any tactic in the world isn't going to stop that. And again, Chiefs is playing smart with that B push. The Mongols, they must be demoralized. But I mention it time and time. It's weird. The Mongols have forced bought into this round, which is perfectly understandable. Got the armor, but they've got no real utility, and already they've lost the man. So where's the execution coming from? I think it's a bit of a waste of economy to do this if you've got no plan.
Well, Alistair's found one with an M4 already, so that's 5 kills for him, 5 headshots. The man is just on an absolute mission to destroy the Mongols and end this game as fast as possible, as the Mongols do try to get their way onto this A bomb site. NCL, I love this positioning. He waits for Alistair, but he can't hit the headshot. He does finally get the kill, but it was a few bullets too late. They'll now know exactly where he is. In spamming through, does a lot of damage onto Zilk. The Mongols They're still not in the site fully. They're having to push back a little bit there, and Zilk with 15 health. He's running away from the A-bomb site now. The rest of his team aren't quite sure where they want to go. NCL jumps out of position, but Pex has found one. Zilk does go down. NCL now with the bomb in hand. Nice headshot onto Pex. Can he find the second? Well, no, he can't, as Inns will finish that up. A few team kills down, so they managed to get 2 of them. Alistair and Pex went down in the end, but not really enough there on that rush. They got in and they just fell back a little bit too prematurely.
And you can see the problem with that force buy is just that look at the economy now. Okay, you can full eco, you can still buy into the next round, but you didn't really get enough done. And if you're going to force buy, you at least need to try get the bomb or try and make more frags than that. And Chiefs just playing it smart. I would prefer if they played more of a retake on that A-bomb site.
Well, the early spam comes away from the Glocks, but Tux is doing the work. Malta there as well. Tux looking to make the last one, and a sweet 4 kill from him brings it to 13-5, and this is the way it goes.
The way the cookie crumbles, eh, James?
Massively so, and well, I do feel a bit sorry for Mongolz here, is there? Everything they're trying, everything they do is just not working out here.
And Tux, so confident, and man from Malta. MP9, MP7 in hand. I do like this play. First buy, you know that the Mongols are limited on the economy. Okay, they've got smokes across the board, but they've only got 1 Molotov to work with, and that's the difference. That's the problem. You've got nowhere to flush out these positions, and a lot of you, maybe, how many head armors have we got on the side? It's going to be very difficult for the Mongols to breach one of these positions, and in fact, Tux and Malta just holding the B-bomb site with the SMGs.
They're going to get up close and personal, and they're going to try and give NCL a hard time. But it is going to give them an option to at least put the pressure back onto them and force another round out here, as Mongols do have the weapon advantage. Zilk gets spammed down to 26 health through Squeaky Door, and he's going to be crying at that, the fact that he'd only just managed to get through. Doesn't even see anyone and gets dropped down.
See what I mean with the Mongols though? They're trying to run this default, but already 55 seconds on the clock. It's not the end of the world, but we haven't taken any control of the map. Okay, now we're looking towards A main and middle.
And that's what Enki wanted. He finds Tux and Malta going aggressive with the SMGs. The B bomb site is now completely open, and Enki will be able to push in and have a look there. But Kidnapped, what are you doing? You're going aggressive at middle. The bomb site's clean, and you just allow Inns to take a free kill.
And I said it yesterday. The only way the Mongols tend to win rounds, and this is what Greyhounds messed up on massively on their CT side, is they kept pushing in to the Mongols, and positions like where Enki was, he would just make a 2K, and in actual fact, you'll probably see Chiefs take a pause and readapt to the situation, because if they just sit back and play defensively with enough information, they're just going to lock them down, because Mongols don't really know what they're doing on the executes when it gets to crunch.
Well, Enki picks up the 3rd kill there. He's the only man doing work, and is it going to be enough? As Inns finds one, Alistair backing him up, but Machine Gun will close it out. And that'll put another round on the board here for Mongols. But you've got to say for Chiefs, they had a lot saved in that, where they didn't actually invest heavily in the M4s. They stuck with the SMGs, and rightly so, given obviously the CT economy and how it works.
And the only one down there is Pex, 1.5. He will be traded out in M4. Not the best situation, but say 2 Molotovs, 5 smokes, so Chiefs perfectly in control of this round still. Alistair with the big green, see what you can do with it.
Alistair's got to come up huge, and that's exactly what he does as he finds the 1st kill onto Zilk. Let's see if he's going to look for a few more, as the rest of Mongols are going to be a little bit scared and intimidated now, because they know what Alistair can do with that weapon in his hand. It's going to be up to Machine Gun to see if he can push around. And actually, if Malta goes aggressive in vents, because he's just been boosted up there, then that will give Machine Gun a chance to get someone, because I doubt he's going to look there instantly.
It's just a really nice adaptation from Chiefs. Alistair makes that frag into middle, and then instantly we go into that VPS kind of hold. 2 on the A-bomb site. Alistair's gone truck to hold D, and then we got 1 in the vent. So if there's any action in middle, then we'll get the swing from Malta. And Chiefs still got their utility. Pex, he's just waiting to drop that smoke. As soon as there's an execution, all his job is right-click that in front and then just sit behind it. So, again, the Mongols don't really know what they're doing with this situation. They're kind of, we see one guy, Machine, just sat in middle, just kind of waiting for something to happen.
It is the waiting game. this is what I was scared from happening. Malta pushed through, Machine Gun in a spot where they wouldn't have expected him to be, gets the kill, and this gives them a chance to come back into this. Tux manages to get one, but Peck goes down instantly, same as Inns. 1-for-1 trades, 2 versus 2 now, and Enki and NCL have a shining chance of making this work. Tux and Alistair, the only guys left alone. We see the nice boost come in. It's going to give him a lot of vision, but has he got any idea where Tux may be? Alistair puts out the damage from the AWP, puts out the noise, tries to distract him. First kill comes out, NCL finds one, now in a 1v1. NCL got to find Alistair with that AWP. Gets the kill, will pick up the AWP as well. And that's going to see another round on the board for Mongolz, 13-7. And all hope is not lost just yet.
No, Chiefs just need to... I would be taking the time out of this situation because they don't know how to quite handle that really slow play. The problem is that the Mongols are waiting so long that the Chiefs are thinking that the rotation's coming in and no one will be looking, and then they're always getting caught off guard. That round, it was Machine Gun catching man from Malta, and that was the opening they needed to execute on the bomb site. And actually, Tux made a big mistake there. Oh, no, Peck, sorry. He kind of went into the corner and just turned around when the execution was coming out. I think he's waiting for a team flash, but basically turned his back on 3 terrorists, and you're never going to come out on top if you do that.
Well, it is an eco round for Chiefs, but they're going down pretty convincingly. Inns has found one, but he won't be able to hold on to much longer as Machine Gun finds the final kill. Well, Chiefs 13-8.
I would just take this eco. Just take one more. Assure a proper... Just go 13-9, that's it. Chiefs timeout. Good call there.
Yeah, this makes sense. You've lost a few rounds on the bounce. You haven't managed to retain that advantage. Let's take a little time out, let's take a pause. Let's think about what we can do, how we're going to buy into this, or if we just go for the double eco. What would your opinion be?
Well, what they'll be discussing right now is, do we take that full eco? Do we try and rock the double AWPs? Because the Mongols are running a very default-heavy kind of play style. And how you counter that is basically double AWPs. On pretty much any map, if a team is running a default-heavy style, you just get the double AWPs and you hope to lock it down. The problem comes is if you invest heavily into that double AWP setup and then you lose them, you're economically going to be in quite a bad situation. So they'll be discussing, do we go for that, or do we force up here, go for the M4 buy and try and take it to them? The risk then is you allow Zilk free reign with the AWP to make openings. So Chiefs, they just need to play smart, play further back, get one kill and just rotate, use your utility late. And it does look like they're not going to go for that double eco, they are going to go for the full M4 buy.
Well, if you are from Australia or the UK and you head to unicorn.com/deposit, you can claim a bonus to celebrate what's going on here across the board with Chiefs doing so well in this WCA Asia Pacific event. Can they hold on to this lead though? Because this round is so crucial and Mongols know it.
Again, you can see the Chiefs here, they're just trying to find openings, and actually the Mongols overplaying their hand a little bit, but Pex, he needs to be careful. Stuck in the forklift, smoke goes down, and can he escape? He's darting in between that smoke, he's got an SMG in hand, he's calling for backup. Machine Gun will actually miss the nade and the Molotov, so right now he's surviving everything, but Machine Gun, he's trying to dart around and actually find him, but it's a weird situation.
Yeah, very back and forth, but the advantage sits massively with Chiefs now as Alistair picks up 2 kills with the M4 in his hand. Only got Zilk to find, who does have an AWP, but he is going to be pushed back a little bit, and he's probably thinking, okay, money-wise, let's make sure that we hold on to what we've got. Let's make sure we don't push out too much on this, because this is going to be a hard clutch to make happen.
So the Mongols tried something a little bit different. They tried to go 3-door, 1A main, and just get pop flashed out. But Chiefs, they went aggressive with their SMGs, and Pex actually potentially has won them this round because he survived for a good 10 to 15 seconds at that forklift, just waiting for the backup to come. And if Machine Gun had found him earlier, that would have allowed entry onto the A bomb site. But Zilk looks like he's going for this.
Yeah, Zilk still wants to try. Zilk wants to find a way. I mean, it's not impossible, but they are going to rain in on him, all coming at the same time. This is very conducted here from Chiefs. They just don't want to double up and go against AWP and allow him to have 2 kills for free. Zilk finds one, but he won't find another as Tux gets it. The defuse will come in. They'll surely pick up the AWP as well. And that'll be 14-8 here as the all-important round for Mongolz. He's just left a little bit lackluster.
Saw Alistair actually bunny hop out the way just because he didn't want to get collateral with Tux. But not too bad from Zilk there. He managed to get on the bomb site, get the bomb down at least. And that will assure that the Mongols can buy. But it will be pretty much $0 in the bank for most of them. Actually, no, not too bad. 1.62, 1.3 still left in the tank. So they would be able to get a Tech 9 force if they were to lose this round. Chiefs still rocking one SMG. That's how powerful the UMP is.
Chiefs going aggressive at B. But are they going to be able to make anything happen here? Machine gun there, waiting for it, and he has forced them to fall back.
Look at Chiefs' position though.
Not very aggressive, but he is going to get punished for it. As Pex and Ins have gone down, and Mongols are going to try and turn this back around. Only 3 members left alive for the Chiefs team. The Mongols, they haven't lost anyone. This is completely surprising.
Good choice from Chiefs just to save. At least try and hold on to that AWP from Alistair. Ins was really aggressive in that A main. I thought you might have got that drop onto machine gun, but evidently he got caught out. I think the smoke just faded. It was unlucky, but Chiefs need to actually hold on to these weapons if they're going to do it. But machine gun doing huge work.
Nice work from Machine Gun. Now, we spoke about him not stepping up recently, but when it's needed, he makes it happen. He gets the kills in. And that will be good enough for him.
And that's actually going to be the potentially the double E code. Ins is the only one who could buy a P250. We do see a CZ coming out. Hex with another P250. So that's going to be the double eco. And that should be 14-11 at least for the Mongols. So bouncing back in this half. And that all comes down to the fact that Machine Gun picked up that 3K. And that was, well, I don't quite know how Chiefs didn't at least find one frag onto him. He found 3 guys in 3 different positions.
Yeah, he took it very slow, took it smart, but no one tried to just even reply. They just held their positions like they were scared to, and just desperately didn't want to lose their guns, and guess what happened? They lost it all.
Jeez. This is what they need to avoid, just getting caught out in these positions. I liked what they did at the start of the round, just stacking one bomb site, and if you're going to eco, at least just do something like that, because pushing, you're always going to get caught off, especially if you've got no armor. And these are just going to be easy frags across the board for the Mongols.
Pex and Alistair, the only guys remaining for Chiefs. Say that Alistair eats the grenade, the Kobe comes in, and it's all up to Pex on the A-bomb side alone. They won't have a problem taking him down. And Mongols doing everything within their power to fight their way back into this game. 14-10, and it looked so lost for them early on. Just a few rounds ago, they lost the crucial round, but they managed to pull it back. They managed to fight back, and they're not giving up.
It's going to be on that next buy round. Are Chiefs going to take another pause? Are they going to try and figure them out with double orcs? I think personally the answer is just sitting back, take those double orcs, and just wait for Mongols to execute onto them. Getting caught off guard isn't the answer.
And you got to look at Chiefs' team in general. If they had 2 AWPs to play with, Zilk, I don't think it's going to be a match for him. He's only one man, and we haven't seen too many impressive performances out of him. Do you think he's really got it in him to make that work?
No, I believe that if Chiefs get the double orcs working, the only downfall for Chiefs right now will be over-forcing their hand, trying to find these frags when they don't need to. And Alistair, he's going to be a big role in the next buy round, because he's the one who controls the middle.
Well, Zilk has gone down. He's lost that AWP. Ins is pushing through as well. Backed up by Tux, but they won't be able to save it. They will get taken down. And Mongols pick up another round here. But this is where it's all important. They could run the double orc setup. But they're not going to do it. They're going to go for the single. They're going to keep it default. They're going to keep it standard. They've got to be so careful here. Chiefs need to pick up this round because it's starting to get too close. If they end up losing this to Mongols, who have got the momentum, they've got the confidence, then this would be a terrible upset in the eyes of Chiefs and their fans.
Alistair's looking to use that spawn. I thought he was going to go through the door, but opts not to. Now he's just going to fall back. Maybe doubting himself a little bit. He did actually have that option. He could have tried to catch machine gun, but This is more like it. This is the VP setup I spoke about. 3 guys on A. You've got Alistair controlling the middle. You're just giving up the middle area because the Mongols, they've recognized they're just playing a default heavy style. Just give up middle. It doesn't really matter. At this point, I have 2 guys B. And actually, look at Tux's position. He's managed to push all the way to Sunrune unspotted. So this is huge information for Chiefs.
Yeah, this is going to give Tux a lot of information going into this. This is also going to help. He's going to be able to tell his teammates that actually B is looking pretty clear. If they wanted to, Malta could fall back and go get ready to back him up at A. The first Molotovs come in, and oh, Machine! He eats a load of damage, down to 16 health. Luckily, he moved as the incendiary grenade comes down at his feet. Mongols look like they're going to try execute this as well. Well, they're getting ready to drop the smokes and flashes over. They're setting up, they're getting ready, they're putting themselves in position. But is this going to be enough? Because I feel like Chiefs have got a pretty good read on this. Malta, he can't make a mistake now. He can't go out there and fall into machine gun. Flashes go out, Pex is in a good position. He finds one, he finds 2 as they line up. He stood in the fire, he does burn alive, but he's done his work. He's managed to make it happen. And now the Mongols, they're trying to push round. NCL, he's looking for every little chance. Comes around the side there, but he gets sprayed down by Alistair. And Injo, they're in there doing the damage, and Tux finds the final kill. 15-11. And it was chaotic as hell. But they managed to make it work, and they're finally on match point. Mongols, this is their last big buy round that they can pull into this. They've only got 2 players there, 1 on 6K, 1 on 5K. The rest are under 2,000.
The problem with their execute there was that the fact that they smoked off MBK and they also smoked off everything. So when you come into the bomb site, all you can see is what's in front of you. And the Chiefs were able to just draw a line and sit behind it, and their pop flashes weren't good enough. So an option there was to replace that smoke with a Molotov.
Questionable drawing there, George.
Yeah.
I wonder what you were trying to achieve in your drawings. We might have to educate this into squares rather than circles, right? But Mongols, they are firing their way back into this. They are trying to reset Chiefs. They're trying to upset the balance here once again as they push onto this B bomb site. And the only thing Chiefs can do here is save and just try and take some guns out of Mongols' hands. But it all fell apart for the CTs. They can't just get round after round here.
No, and I've just realised what I actually drew.
Yeah, see? That's what I'm on about, George.
Okay, well, X's and squares instead of circles, guys. I'll adapt. Yeah. They were smoke plumes.
We apologise, chat, for George's inappropriate drawings on the map.
I need
work on it.
I need like a graphics tablet or something.
Yeah.
I never played on Paint as a kid.
Don't worry, we'll ask the guys in the studio. Can we please have one?
Yeah. One of those nice whack-on ones, 2K or something. And like Chiefs, I would take a pause. If I'm Chiefs, just reevaluate my life.
Yeah.
Well, not my life, the game, sorry. And just take a pause, just figure it out, and go. Actually, I wouldn't pause now. Just take this round, make it last out. Try and damage Mongols economically as much as possible. Then pause at 15-13 and go. Okay, boys, shake yourselves off. We were 13-5 up. Bear in mind, and let's end this map.
Hey, you've got to give it to Mongols. The odds are against them. They come off on a very lucky set of group stages to come through. It was just narrow. It was basically done. If it wasn't on the round difference, they might have not been here. And now they're firing back with everything they've got. They want this. This is the map they chose. Can they close out now? Can they push this to overtime? Can we see the first map of the semi-finals here for the WCA Asia Pacific closed qualifiers go all the way? Or will Chiefs be able to close it out? Chiefs seem to be struggling. They've lost that confidence. They've lost that that calm ability to just push forward and deal with Mongols on a pure aim basis.
Well, the very first day we cast the Mongols, they played Signature on Inferno. And that was the game they actually lost 16-1, right?
Yeah.
So to see them actually take Chiefs to 15-13, okay, they're not out of the woods yet, but it's impressive for me. Machine Gun, I mentioned him in the pregame. He's up at 18 frags, and Zilk, those are the 2 guys you need in your team to do well, and he's at 20, so everything's looking good. And on Chiefs, Inns and Alistair, 26 and 22 respectively. So Chiefs haven't really done anything wrong. They just need to play a bit more confidently. Don't overextend. Don't use that utility. Look, you can see Tux, and for me, man from Malta, just look a little bit scared on this B bomb site. They're allowing Mongols to work all the way into checkers, and this is dangerous. Mongols have got full utility.
And like you were saying, George, the starting games here in the Asia Pacific was they lost 16-4 and 16-2. The Mongols have come back in a very convincing fashion to go all the way to the semi-finals, and they're not looking to give up here as the machine gun finds the first kill onto Touch. Are they aware that there's still Malta in the background? He fires off against one of them, but he sprays it all out. Panic spray comes in, kidnaps there, waiting in the wings, but he gets taken down by Alistair. Zilk, the only man left alive, but look at his positioning. Does Alistair know how far he's got? And he does, as Chiefs close it out 16-13 for the first game, as we will head on to train. And you've got to give it to Mongols. They fought hard, but it wasn't enough in the end. Chiefs managing to close that out, but it took them a while. It certainly wasn't easy, and I guess bit of overconfidence there from the Chiefs guys, and a lot of hard work pushing back from Mongols.
Well, what won it for there was man from Malta just threw the Molotov, the smoke down at his feet, able to dance around, get one, survive, and then his team just rushed in, and that's perfect retake from them. But ultimately, the Mongols, I'm impressed that they were able to come back 13-5 down, up to 15-13 down. Everything's looking good for them. Machine Gun's playing well, Zilkenberg's playing well, but I still feel if they were to have a chance in this best of 3, they needed to win that first map, because we're going into train now, and Chiefs...
We know how good Chiefs are on train.
Exactly.
They're very comfortable on it. They play it the thing is, they're more CT heavy than they are T heavy, but their T side was still so solid tactically that they took a lot of these teams by complete surprise. They weren't really like a team where it goes, okay, we need to start on the CT side to get warmed up and push into it. They were confident whichever side it came to. And remember, Cash was Mongol's pick. Now they've just lost it. Yes, it was close, but that took a lot of effort for Mongols to push all that way back as we head on to train. Now, guys, we're going to take a short pause before we get into the second game. But make sure if you're from Australia or the UK, you head to unicorn.com/deposit, because we've got a little surprise for you guys and some bonus bets if you want to make it happen. And as always, we'll be giving away 1,000 unicorns here. So make sure you drop a follow on the channel as we bring you the rest of the WCA Asia Pacific Close Qualifiers.